This is Kurt Flame on 614 Nation News with the first installment of Musica Phuego, where we take an investigative look at new music in the 614. Today, we're talking about TUH.
Distance in my mentions, weak bar prevention, no bars prohibition, raw's from coalition.
TUH, a song that landed on an unsuspecting SoundCloud one Thursday evening. Families were sitting down for supper. The government was at a halt. The sun had set on a wintering Columbus, Ohio. All the while, TrigNO was in the pocket.
The best word I can use to describe it would be unorthodox.
If you ain't in the music scene, you don't know. I'm talking to you, you know what I'm saying? So, but like, you don't know.
You swing at me, I'ma swing at you. Natural. I never drank similar. Straight the milk. Come on.
Next time I see you, it's on sight. It's on sight, nigga! It's on sight, nigga!
No, I'm ready. Yeah. When we started working on this documentary, one of the first things that we kind of understood just about the song, about the artist, about the time that we were living in is that as journalists, we weren't educated enough in what was happening. And at the end of the day, that's the first goal. You just have to learn about the moment first and about the craft that is being executed. And yeah, we were so fortunate to be able to bring in one of the people that we trust the most when it comes to the art, when it comes to the craft of hip-hop and music just in general, the one and only Josephus Clement III.
Position. Really great to have you
Likewise,
on
great to
our
be
show this evening. Now, no, listen, we're going to get to the track, the song that everybody's here to talk about. But really, I would like for our audience to get to know you a little bit more. The work that you have done, the work that you are doing on the Ohio music scene. Now, I've heard story. I've read your book, Clement Times. But I really want you to elaborate a little bit about your upbringing. Can you talk about that?
Yeah. I think to sum it up in one word, I think it would be unorthodox. My father was very passionate about music, and he naturally wanted to pass that on to his kids, perhaps a little bit more strongly than other parents. You see it a lot with musicians in the music field, where the upbringing can be a little bit strict. I think my father's upbringing was maybe a little bit stricter than most. For instance, our first crib was a piano upright. He was very also interested in our posture. So, sometimes when we were having a hard time going to sleep, I have very fond memories of him opening the lid and sliding us in. And, like we were crying, and he would just play the softest lullabies and just tapping the keys gently, so the hammers don't hit you too hard on the inside. Those are really great memories of childhood.
Sounds like it. Yeah, absolutely. Now, just talking about your childhood, I can see it kind of strikes that chord.
My father was a great man.
So yeah, it fell upon us to ask him the hard questions about this track. As an expert, ones that a lot of people just weren't digging deep enough to ask.
City savior, nah. Get your seat jack. Word to the king on his gluteus max. Been about the paper, should have been on the dispatch. Tell Molly that his entire list whack. Hand it to me so that I can rip that. Another DJ who don't turn the table. I'm low key sick that your name a fable.
The biggest part, the thing that I think was striking was the visceralness of TrigNO's raps. Now that we've gotten people that have had a really exuberantly positive reaction, some have been quite negative towards the language that it's being used. What's your take there?
I think nowadays they're looking for a hook, they're looking for a refrain. And the beauty of this is there is none. Nothing in life repeats itself in exactly the same way. So I think being able to push these boundaries is extremely important, and I just have all the respect for what was done in this song.
Country, you ain't making no money, you ain't even start a business. That ain't none of my business. Chillin', lifting, sippin'. Man, my pen is different. Migo culture shifting. Punches did the distance. Distance in my mentions. Weak bar prevention. No
Josephus gave us a lot to process, but at the end of the day, it was important for us to go next to somebody who we knew was especially close to Trig. And with that, we wanted to talk to his estranged brother, Julius Whiteside, or as his fan base knows him, Trig Yay.
Yay!
Yeah, so it's really great to be able to sit down with Grammy Award-watching artist and composer of the number one album, The Light Side of the Moon. Thank you so much for sitting down with us.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
We absolutely want to talk about the track that was released by TrigNO for short, but know a little bit more about yourself, about what you have done just in this community as an artist. Could you elaborate on that?
Yeah, so me, as an artist in the community, I kind of help groom TrigNO to what he is today.
For sure.
I've been there almost like nearly every step of the way, and we had a little falling out recently, but yeah. So I started early on. I do it the R&B thing,
R&B artist.
Right. Rhythm and badassness, is what I like to call it. Cause anyway.
Is that Sue from Devereaux?
Nah, it's from Klingons on 35th.
Yeah, Klingons. The Klingon. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I started early on. I was doing my thing. I started building some stuff. You don't want to release anything until you got it.
Took you a while. Yeah.
So I was working, doing some shows here and there, getting my networking right.
And this was after prison, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
In your book, Light Side is the White Side, you say, I found my love of singing with my cellmate.
Yeah, that's you did some digging. I see.
Yeah,
you did some research. You got your little research. You got your questions. We ain't gonna talk about that. We're gonna stay on the topic here. Okay.
That's fair. Okay.
Don't want the dog to come out. So, start early on, getting my stuff together after prison, as we had previously discussed.
Naturally.
Doing my little shows in prison. When I came back out, had a little bit of clout, because I was, talking to TrigNO. He was recording me through the phone, had some demos lined up, had some stuff going for me.
Great work, by the way. I listened to it on SoundCloud.
Thank you. So yeah, it all kind of came together for me with the light side of the moon, the white side, you know, Julius, you know, Trig, yay. So, yeah, that's what I'm at.
Yeah.
Well, as you know, or if you didn't know, I'm light skinned. So, so being light skinned, playing that grungy, rocky stuff, people were like, hey, you know, he's meant for that. That's what's, you know, he looked like it, so he do it, you know.
We wanted to put you in a
Wanted to put
box.
put me in a light skin box. You know what I'm saying? So if they gonna put me in a light skin box, I'm gonna get all the way in the box.
Right.
So rhythm and badasses, rhythm and blues, as some of y'all call it. So I had to go get my on. So, because you know, us light skinned brothers, we love to hit that falsetto.
You had somebody who would, you're essentially tutoring TrigNO in his rap music that he's made it until now. You could see definitely you as an influence there in some of his early work. And so, you know, where was it that you think that, or that you would say, that you had the most influence in your partnership with TrigNO?
I think, you know, my influence may be a little apparent, but it's not fully fleshed out in the material that's been released. So this is where I was talking about. I've been with them most of the time, but you know, recently we had a little tiff because I was working with him with all this music while I was on the inside, you know, singing through the phone. He said he was gonna be releasing some stuff with my vocals on it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That didn't happen. So when I got out, you know, I was like, hey, whoop-de-whoop, what's up? I hear this, but I don't hear me. Like, I thought you was doing this. I thought we was doing this. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, oh, you know, stuff happened, you know, through the phone. It wasn't all that great quality. The yada, 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 blase, boom. And so so we got together. I was like, okay, I understand that, you know, being a man of the craft, you know, in the studio, things got to be right in the right setting, you know, you got to have the levels right, you know, can't be having people getting stabbed in the background and on the tapes, and you know what I'm saying?
Well,
so
a couple of those were used as evidence in an ongoing murder investigation.
Now, I can neither confirm nor deny that. So we gonna move with it.
But you did point out them in court, right?
I can't talk about that right now. We can talk about it later.
Fair.
It's still a situation. So
Okay,
we're gonna keep it moving. So then he started on this. He started on the foresight, you know, which I think, you know, while we was working on it, was the best. You know, the best of the best. It was what Columbus needed. You know, this synergy, this brotherhood, you know, between me and him. Trig, yay, TrigNO. Right? So, you know, I was singing all the hooks, man. On Polarize, you know. I even had a hook for the interlude. I can't even talk right now. I even had a hook for the interludes,
well,
man.
you get emotional.
Right. You know, at Legend Killer 1993. Right. It sound good, right? It should have been on. See what happened was, so you know, we was working on it. It was good. It was cool, right? So then we go to the you know, the mixing process, and you know, I got in a little bit of a you know, a kerfuffle. You know, I'm trying to get my vocabulary on. I got in a little kerfuffle, and I had to go with my PO.
Right.
You know,
if I could stop.
Come outside! Yo, you're a biscuit. You know why? I'm gonna tell you why you're a biscuit. Because as soon as the cops come, all of a sudden you're gonna get courage. Spell courage. What? Come outside so I can break you in front of the cops. Big things come in small packages. You ready to unwrap this wrapping? I'm gonna show you something. You gonna slap who, yo? Come outside. Once and for all, come outside, yo. Come outside! Oh, you got a delivery. I'm taking the wheel off your bike.
Yeah, he kind of woke the dog in me, you know. So I got into a little something. I had to go away for a little bit, and they was gonna mix and finish the record.
By going away, you mean back to?
Back to. So they was gonna mix and finish the record, and then when I got back out, they was gonna let me, you know, it was gonna be whatever. It was gonna have my bag, you know, all that stuff.
Right.
So look, I come to find out they done mixed me all the way out of the record. So I ain't no polarize, ain't none of that on the record. So, we had it out, you know what I'm saying? He even released a couple other tracks after that that I thought, you know, could have used my vocals. If I would have known about it, if he would have told me about him, I would have, maybe I could have had something on them too. So before that came out, we had talked it out, and came together. He, once again calmed me down a little bit, calmed the dog down, let me know how it was. I was away, they were doing stuff right on time, and it just had to come out, so we was cool. And then we had, made some plans to do some stuff later on. Then, I had some stuff I've been working on, for a little bit, in my vault, on my cassettes and whatnot.
Right.
So
you're still making the cassettes.
Still making the cassette. Yeah.
You said it was the best sound.
Best sound, exclusive too, because it's hard to come by. So it's
It feels like because
the demand is high, supply is low. You know what I'm saying? Supply and demand. Business.
It's a large market. Your last album I have here, it went turquoise. I don't know if that is a.
Yeah, you might not never know about that because you ain't in the business.
I'm
so
not.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not.
So yeah. So we was cool. And then I let him hear my version of "ta," which is ta 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 ta. It's a little bit different. It was talking about some other subject matter that I won't get into because it's exclusive right now. I'm still working on the rebranding of that.
That's
so
right.
ta 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 ta, and it has some harmonies in like ta 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 ta.
Yeah.
Ta 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 ta.
Okay.
Da, 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 da. So, I had this whole thing going on. So I was gonna release it, just call it "ta," but this month, my brother. That's my brother. So I'm really in control of these emotions right now.
For sure.
But I really want to get up and do something.
Right.
And you nice peoples got me in your place, and I don't wanna I don't wanna disrespect you.
I
So
appreciate that.
yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I can't go too deep into it because I might flare up.
A fable had me on your show snapping. Many tried to go toe to toe. I had to toe tag them. Shows packing, had them crump like bow hagging. Submission hold the young boys tapped in to go to savage. With the baby like I'm Joe Jackson. The purest flow, I didn't have to bag it. Total madness, total slaughter. I'm your dad.
You quit telling people you don't know your father.
I'd like to say that talking to TrigNO's brother brought us closer to the answers that we were looking for with regards to this song, in the truth behind the music, but honestly it did not. So what we wanted to do is we wanted to dig deeper. We wanted to go into a territory that was full of strife and frustration. Quite frankly,
one that might be closer than a brother, a rival. And so we chose to speak with a person that TrigNO, that views himself as TrigNO's biggest rival on the Ohio rap scene, and we were able to talk to the Columbus known rapper Lan, or local ass nigger. And this is what came. All right, so glad to be sitting down with Lan, a Columbus, Ohio artist, or an artist from out of Ohio, and self-proclaimed best rapper in Ohio, top one, dead or alive.
Damn right.
Yeah, thank you so much for sitting down with us.
Oh, no problem, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been a king of Columbus rap scene since I was 2 years old, man.
Man, really interesting because, you know, as I was doing my research for this, we're looking into some of your recordings from back when you were 2 years old.
Mm-hmm.
It surprised me. A lot of them seem to be somewhat anti-black. Why? Mm-hmm. Why was there so much of a sentiment of F these niggas, as you said?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'll shoot these niggas up. Why? What was happening at 2 years old?
Well, see, what was going on when I was 2 years old was there was the niggers and the niggas.
Right.
And as I was learning and watching everything that was going on around me, I was just trying to break everything down. You know, when you're younger, you in that adolescent stage in your life, right?
For sure.
So as I was growing, I thought that ER and A was the same exact thing, but they really different. See, when you put it is, bro. When you put the ER at the end, that mean that you racist.
Right.
But when you put the A at the end, that mean that you ain't racist. So it's not that I ain't racist. No.
You're not.
No, I ain't racist.
You're not. Okay.
No.
I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect that. So.
Alright, so back to when I was 2 years old.
Right.
I remember because me and Trig grew up together.
You grew up.
Yeah, we grew up together. Went to the same daycare and all of that. So
okay.
I know a lot about him. He
Right.
know about me, but I know about him. So we gonna keep it real. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I remember my first rap lyrics that I had showed to Trig, and they were
when you were 2 years old.
2 years old.
Right.
2 years old. My first words was, "Wham, put the milk down, pick the burner up. He about to get killed now."
Wow.
So let me break that down for you.
Yeah, because a lot of our listeners, we
don't
have the street science.
Y'all don't understand that. So when you, as a baby, the first thing you do is you drink Similac, not milk.
Wow.
I started off drinking milk.
Wow.
So I skipped that stage.
Okay.
So I was already on my way to becoming a man.
Okay.
So, since I started off with milk, I went straight to the burner.
You went.
Straight to the burner after the milk. I couldn't be a baby. I had to be a man now.
Right, so at 2 years old, naturally, this is when you started your gang banging. You were in the street.
Mm-hmm. On the corner all night, 2 a.m.
Right. Okay, that's fair. So like at the corner, middle of the night, actually have one of the verses, one of like a line that you wrote.
Yeah.
You said full clip, full diaper.
Right.
At the same damn time. Can you talk about that?
See, people laughing. I laugh because they gonna think it's funny, but nah, it's real.
Right.
You hear hustlers out there in the street talking about having the same exact clothes on if you out in the streets getting this money, right?
Okay.
So if you a baby, what do?
You have the same background.
You had them moments. So at 5 years old, I got kicked out of school.
Okay.
And I was homeless. I couldn't go back home.
Right.
That was not an option.
Not for you.
Not at all.
Okay. Right.
So I was an animal at 5.
Right.
I lived like an animal, acted like an animal, and I put that animal instinct into my music. So it was a dedication to the cat and the dogs that was with me the whole time. Right. But like DMX, it's a dog in me.
Right. Right. Because
it's a dog in me. So bite me, get bit back. Hit me, get hit back. Sit forward. Nah, sit back. We gonna fight. Or we not. Are you with that? He couldn't understand.
That was the intro to your first album.
The intro to the first album.
So that naturally.
That was
real.
to him.
A lot of people didn't know that was real, so that was real.
Yeah, that was real. It's 100% real.
Okay.
They didn't know that though.
No. Street logic.
But it's street logic. See, sometimes you gotta speak in code because when you speak too much, that's when people can call the police on you. Mm-hmm. That's when lawyers get involved. And I ain't trying to get
animal control.
Animal control, exactly. See, they've been knocking at my door. Never mind. But we don't want to talk about that right now. My lawyer advised me not to even speak about that right now. But you got to use that street logic sometimes, and that was very real to me because I can tell you where TUH came from.
Really?
Oh, okay. See, he ain't say nothing about that, did he?
Well, no. Well, so what?
He ain't say nothing about that, did he?
We didn't know your side. So where did TUH come from?
So like I said, me and Trig grew up together. I played football with him. Okay. I was the quarterback.
Right.
He was the running back. What does the quarterback say?
Hike.
Or
42 blue.
Or you getting closer. You getting closer.
I'm a little bit lost. He makes the play.
So flip TUH backwards.
Hut. Oh wow.
You following me?
Okay.
I was the quarterback. He was the running back. The quarterback is the leader of the team. They lead everybody. I would always say Hut. Then he would move. So what he did when he made TUH, all of those years of me saying Hut, all he did was flip it backwards and tried to make it his own.
Wow.
He wants to beat me so bad.
A lot of people would say that Hut that is a common phrase. That's a common phraseology. So you're saying that it's completely unique to what you were doing.
Yes, mine.
Okay.
I created that.
Okay.
I don't know who. Yeah.
Okay. Well, and you know what? I have to be objective when I report these things. I would say that possibly the term Hut has. Understand, it's been in existence a lot longer than the two of your.
I mean, but
friendship.
you can use Hut as a quarterback. You got Pizza Hut where it's pizza. Then you got a hut like in the jungle when people make houses. It's the hut. So, but my hut, that's my hut. This is my hut.
Oh, okay.
That's what made it so unique because Trig knew that was my hut.
Right.
So he tried to, make it seem like he this unique dude and all that, but he been watching me the whole time, and that's where all of his ideas and inspiration comes from.
Out the way.